Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's upload we are going to be going over the new SMG that just got added into season 4 of Modern Warfare, and that SMG is the Fennec. If you guys did not know, the Fennec is actually the Vector from previous Call of Duties. And guys, this thing shreds. It has the highest fire rate out of any other primary weapon in the game. This thing, you just blow through ammo, but you just blow through enemies as well. And surprisingly, the recoil on it isn't actually that bad. There is a little bit of recoil and it kind of goes up and to the left, so it's a little bit annoying, but overall it's not even that much, especially for the fire rate of the weapon. So in today's video I am going to be giving you guys a best class setup for the Fennec in multiplayer and then one in Warzone. And before we hop into the Fennec loadout, I just want to say I am doing a giveaway. I'm giving away 2 free battle passes, so pretty much just 2 $10 gift cards. So if you want to enter, I will have all the entry requirements in the description, but I'll just give you guys a quick breakthrough of what you have to do to be entered into the giveaway. So all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, leave a like on the video, and leave a comment of the most random fact that you can think of. It can be literally anything. It can be waterfalls, skateboarding, something about Africa, literally anything, just the most random fact you can think of. And on July 1st, I will be picking the winner. I'm just gonna go through all the comments and just choose one that makes me laugh or one that's just super interesting. But anyways, I will stop wasting your guys' time. Let's get right into this loadout for the Vector. So first off, I just want to start with my Warzone Vector class setup. So here's an overview of what it looks like. So of course, I got the Fennec as the primary. The secondary is going to be the Gra. The perks are going to be EOD to protect me from explosives. RPGs are just spammed across all of Warzone, so it's really nice to have an EOD perk. And for perk 2, I run Overkill just so I can have the 2 primary weapons. What I usually like to do is choose my Overkill class, and then later into the match I'll find another loadout box, and then I'll just switch to a class with Ghost. And then once I switch to the class with Ghost, both of my weapons will drop on the ground. I can pick up those weapons. So pretty much I am having Overkill and Ghost at the same time. If you guys want a full breakdown of that, I will have a link above me right now. And for perk 3, I like to run Amp. The reason for that is because I like to be able to switch between my weapons very fast, especially while running an Overkill perk. So now that you guys got an overview of what the class looks like, let's hop right into the loadout part. So the Vector actually has very weird attachments. They're all pretty good. It's just like really crazy ones. For example, this barrel. This barrel is pretty crazy. It adds like recoil control, damage range, and it has a built-in suppressor, which I think is super cool. So this barrel is the ZLR 18-inch deadfall barrel. This is going to increase my damage range, my recoil control, my bullet velocity, and my sound suppression. You are going to lose your ADS speed and your movement speed, but we're going to throw on some other attachments that's going to bump that right back up to normal. So as you guys can see, there's pretty much no downsides with this barrel. There are so many pros that just completely outweighs those cons, because you get that damage range, which is nice on an SMG. You get the recoil control, and this gun has a decent amount of recoil, so that's going to help conceal that. And the bullet velocity on the Fennec isn't the greatest, so this is going to increase your bullet velocity, and you're going to stay off the radar because it has that sound suppression. The next attachment is going to be the Ranger foregrip. This is going to help you control the recoil a little bit more and increase your aiming stability, make it so your iron sights aren't going to bounce around that much, and they're going to stay in the same place because you're going to have that recoil control. For the ammunition, you want to run the 40 round drum mags. This is a must-have attachment. Since this gun has such a high fire rate, you want to have the highest capacity mag that you can. For the rear grip, I did the stipple grip tape. This is just going to make it so I can be a little bit more mobile. It's going to increase my ADS speed and my sprint to fire speed. So the barrel, the underbarrel, and the ammunition is going to make it so you're a little bit slower with its weapons, so the stipple grip tape is just going to bump that right back up to normal. And finally, I like to run the tac laser. This can increase my aiming stability and make it so I can ADS a little bit faster. So with this laser and the rear grip, it's going to make it so you can just be up close with the enemy, you can be in the enemy's face, and then the barrel and the underbarrel is going to make it so you can still use this gun at like medium, maybe long range. I wouldn't really use an SMG at long range, but it's going to make it very viable at those medium range engagements. And the ammunition is going to make it so you don't have to reload as much. And now that I covered the Fennec loadout, let's hop right into the Gra setup. So I built this Gra to be very accurate at those long range engagements because I'm going to have the Vector for the close range ones. So on the muzzle, I do the monolithic suppressor. It's going to increase my damage range and it's going to keep me off the radar. For the barrel, I do the Archangel barrel. This is going to make it so I pretty much have no recoil and I'll have a crazy damage range. For the underbarrel, I do a Commando foregrip. This is going to make it so my shots are more stabilized, my iron sights are going to bounce around that much, making it so I can land more shots in the end down to my enemies faster. For the ammunition, I do a 50 round mag. You could increase it to the 60 round mag. I just prefer the 50 round because you have a little bit of a faster ADS speed. And lastly, this one's kind of controversial. You can do the tac laser, which is going to make it so you can have it increase your aiming stability, make it so your iron sights aren't going to bounce around that much, and you're going to be able to ADS a little bit faster. So you still want to be really aggressive with the Gra. I recommend taking off the tac laser and adding the XRK Void 2. This is going to increase your ADS speed and your sprint to fire speed, make it so you can be a little bit more mobile with the Gra. But just for this class, I like to run the tac laser because I have the Fennec for my close range and medium range engagements. And that's going to wrap it up for the best Vector class setup in Warzone. Now let's hop into the multiplayer loadout. So here's an overview of my Vector class setup in multiplayer. So obviously for the primary, I have the Vector. For the secondary, I'm running the Desert Eagle. For the perks, I like to do EOD to protect me from the proximity mines, claymores, just those annoying explosives that are hidden around the map. For perk 2, I like to run Ghost to keep me off the radar, and then Trackers, so I'm a little bit more concealed. I'm running a suppressor on this class, so I like to be super concealed if I am using a suppressor. And Tracker's also going to allow me to track my enemies super easily. For the lethal, I'm doing C4, and the tactical is going to be Stim. Now let's hop into the loadout on the Vector. So as you guys can see, it looks pretty similar to my Warzone one. I just changed like 2 attachments on it. So on the barrel, I kept the ZRL 18-inch deadfall barrel because it just has so many pros to it. You get that damage range, recoil control, bullet velocity, and your sound suppression. And you're only losing your ADS speed and your movement speed, which we can just throw in other attachments to bump that right back up. And since it is in the SMG, you are already going to have a very fast movement speed and your fast ADS speed. For the underbarrel, I do a Merc foregrip just so I can really excel with those close range engagements. If I need to hip fire, I can be very accurate with my hip fire. For the ammunition, I like to do a 40 round drum mag. This is just going to make it so I don't really have to worry about reloading as much and use blow through ammo so fast. It's kind of hard to take out more than 2 enemies with this weapon. So if you have the 40 round mag, you can take out probably like 3 to 4 enemies with the same clip. For the rear grip, I do a stipple grip type. This is just going to make it so I have a higher ADS speed and a higher sprint to fire speed. And lastly, you want to throw in the sleight of hand perk. Since this gun has such a high fire rate, you want to be in the enemy's face constantly. So you're going to be blowing through your ammo constantly. So if you have the 40 round mag, that is going to make it so you don't really have to worry about reloading as much. And then when you do need to reload, you have the sleight of hand perk. So you shouldn't ever really be caught reloading with this weapon. So you don't really care about the sleight of hand perk. You're not going to be in the enemy's face constantly. You can take off that and then add like an optic of your choice. I personally really like the iron sight, so I wouldn't throw on an optic, but if you like an optic, you can just throw on one. Or you can throw on the tac laser, which is going to make it so you can be super accurate with this weapon. For the secondary, I'm running the deagle. Here is the loadout for the deagle. I'm running the lightweight suppressor, the 5MW laser, the lightweight trigger, a 10 round mag, and the stipple grip tape. So since I don't have the Fennec unlock, I don't have any gameplay for it. I've been just playing custom games, I've been studying the attachments, I've been watching YouTube videos, watching live streams. That's how I built this class. I just kind of got what everyone was saying, put it right together, and I've made this class setup. So unfortunately, I don't have any nuclear gameplay. If I did have the Fennec unlock, I would probably have a nuke with it. I could show that gameplay. But since it's not unlocked, I haven't actually played a public match with it. But trust me guys, this is what everyone is using. This is the best class setup for the Fennec. But anyways guys, that is going to wrap it up for the best Warzone and multiplayer loadout for the Fennec SMG. If you guys did enjoy this video at any point, a like rating is always appreciated. Really helps out the channel. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next upload.